Everybody, welcome. Go, let me close that. Let me do a post here real quick. So I know I missed yesterday. I know we're going to have like 2 people here tonight or something, but all right. So sorry I missed yesterday. It's difficult. As I said at the beginning of this semester, on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, I do the best I can, but I have to get up at like 6. So, and I really can't miss the sleep because I don't have a time to like take a nap in the middle of the day. I have to actually get up, and pretty much do work all day. So, I just fell a little behind yesterday. I wasn't going to be able to start until like 10:30 or 11, and I would have just been running on too little sleep. And I was already short from the night before on sleep. Going to be a little short tonight probably, but I should have some time to maybe take a little 1 or 2 hour nap in the late morning or early afternoon to catch up. So we'll see if we can play a couple of games here. I still can't stay up super late, but we can get a couple here. And I have not watched the debate. I'm going to watch the highlights of it. It is the debate. You can have it on the side monitor on your phone or something. I'll watch the highlights of it. I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing cover to cover, but I'll watch some highlights. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the whole thing if it shows up somewhere cover to cover. But I really don't think there's probably going to be that much new information that would surprise me about either candidate. There could be, but I think I'm fairly familiar with them. I would like to see some specifics, especially on Kamala's end of some of the things she wants to do, just because she hasn't like had the platform for very long, and some of these things are ambitious. Some of them are a little ambiguous, like, well, how exactly are you going to enact that or do these things? So that usually doesn't happen in these kinds of debates, though. They don't want to go into specifics because the more specific you are, I think sometimes the thought is the more specific you are, the more likely it is someone could find some problem with it. It's sort of the opposite of like a real academic discussion where you want to be as specific as possible and you don't look, it's going to look bad if you're not, right? Versus this, people want the specifics, but it's not going to be like your opponent's not going to have a good faith conversation with you about those specifics. They're going to just try to nitpick and find every little possible hole they can find to try to make you look bad. So you want to be specific enough where you're saying stuff, but you want to give your opponent the least amount of ammunition as possible because they're hostile and they're not going to have a conversation in good faith with you about these things. That's why I would really rather see like an in-depth interview or a podcast or something where they can talk about their policies with what's seen to be like a more authentic conversation. Because that's where I think you would get more about the specifics or like the spirit of what they're saying. But a debate is all about, it feels like contemporary political debates are just all about how much can you sort of attack the opponent rather than, elucidate your platform. Okay, so they switch roles. Now, I can get trapped with Maokai here. Ooh, ranged with Callista is pretty good, but... Oh, Nidalee. Man, this might be a dodge. We'll see how bad their comp is, but... I think she did one interview fairly recently with her VP, and I think it was tepid, from what I heard, but I don't know the details about it. It's like, it wasn't bad, it was okay, but I heard it, like, also wasn't super great. But again, I mean, there's also the consideration, though, as a candidate, if you're already kind of winning, like, if the polls are showing you're ahead in different things, then you don't want to take the risk of putting out a ton more information. I mean, that's partially why Trump never debated any of the primary people. Like, he never went to any of the debates, which I think is kind of a little bit of a D-bag move, but honestly, it is smart because he doesn't have anything to gain from that. They're all going to try to attack him. And they did anyways, right? But if he's not there, then he doesn't get caught up in that. So, you know, if Kamala feels like she's getting an edge in some of these key swing states, you know, she may not need to say much more, right? Because then, you know, yeah, there's maybe a little bit of upside, but if you're winning it anyway, since every state is winner takes all, I think I am going to dodge this. There's just too many variables on the champs. Like, Poppy's extremely good into Callista. Nidalee is just garbage, solo queue, and pro, unless you're extremely good on her. Callista, same thing. Pantheon is very tempo. Is going to get outscaled hard. I'm just going to dodge that one. But yeah, a few more details on some stuff would be nice. But unfortunately, the going political strategy is only offer details, only take it, see details as a risk, and only take risks if you have to. I think on the debate, I believe that Trump has more work to do. I think he's falling behind in key states. Trying to think of what, like, his best strategy would be. I don't think his typical just, like, hate on everybody, like, just get really aggressive and attack the character of Kamala, you know, with the Comrade Kamala or Kamala or, you know, whatever. I just don't think that's going to work very well on her. I think she's not going to get rattled. You know, she's a prosecutor, and I think she, you know, has the kind of authority to make him look like a child. He did. I mean, props for almost getting assassinated and still going. I'm just saying that, like, his usual strategy of that potentially can work against people that are a little more, well, I wanted to say mild-mannered like Joe Biden. I mean, Joe Biden did beat him in 2020. I think Joe Biden would have lost this time, probably, based on that first debate. And, I mean, Hillary is not, he did beat Hillary, and she's not, like, super mild-mannered or whatever either, but Kamala just has that prosecutorial thing, and I think she's going to stay on message and not get caught up in the mudslinging. I mean, Hillary's big problem is she did. I think that was a huge problem, is she got caught up in the name-calling and attacks, and she done goofed and said basket of deplorables to, you know, Trump supporter people, and that fired him up, pissed him off, and it just sounded really elitist. So that's what happens when you get caught up and it turns to a mudslinging thing. You're taking risks, and you might just say something off the cuff that costs you big time. And that probably cost her in a lot of, you know, blue collar, you know, factory, Rust Belt kind of states. right? Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, like these are all huge. And you can't disparage blue-collar working-class people and expect to win those states. So, but I'm trying to think of what Trump would need to do. I feel like, I mean, obviously economy. If he sticks with economy a lot, that's a winning line. I don't necessarily think, I think that the inflation and most of the problems stem from larger macro issues that aren't really related to the presidency. I think so much of it was just COVID and realignment of supply chains away from China because of the increasing hostile, or maybe not hostile, but like adversarial relationship we have with China. So like shifting all this stuff around is increasing costs a ton on everything. The war in Ukraine is increasing costs on a lot of things. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But at the same time, Biden probably has done some things that are okay as far as the economy, but you know, the one headliner thing that makes the news all the time is the college, you know, forgiveness loan forgiveness thing, which is just terrible. Like, it just doesn't seem like a win for almost anybody unless you are a person who's getting your loan forgiven. It's like, if you want to help poor people out or you want to help education, it seems like there's a million better ways you could do that. Like, just increase funding for K through 12. Increase grants for everybody so you don't have to take out as many loans, right? So increase federal Pell Grants. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's not just retroactively forgive people that took out a lot of loans. So that, I mean, it's not horrible, but again, it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe they could have, but I just think it was a goofy economic strategy. Again, it's not like horrible. I think it's a missed opportunity, but I feel like that needs to be like Trump's big thing is the economy, and like the closer he can stick to that, the better, if that's like his strategy. And then Harris, I think just like specifics and talking about how you're going to crack down on just corrupt stuff that's going on right now that pisses people off. Because, right, she's the prosecutor. She actually has some specifics. Now, whether they work or not, you know, again, is debatable. But it's like good idea. So things like stopping grocery stores from gouging prices, whatever that, you know, means. Cracking down on like private equity funds buying up in residential houses. So just crap like that that's just like obnoxious. I think that's kind of what she's doing. Yeah, I mean, you can play the immigration thing too if you're Trump, and you probably want to avoid that. If you're Harris, like a bunch of people coming in. But I just don't know if that's a winning strategy for Trump to hit. Because, like, who's going to be that concerned about the immigrants, right? Like, your base is already going to vote for you. If you're thinking middle-class workers, like, immigrants, if you're thinking, like, Rust Belt, right? Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, stuff like that. These are the states you probably need to win as Trump. Georgia is kind of a different thing, but it's similar. It's like immigrants aren't taking a lot of these like factory jobs, right? Like a lot of immigrants are working in like retail, fast food, construction, things like that, and we need people to fill those jobs, right? Like a lot of Americans just aren't working those jobs. So like the whole taking jobs, I don't know, maybe you can sell it. It still does make, you know, a lot of kind of blue collar, lower to middle class people uncomfortable to see Spanish written everywhere and stuff like that. Like you can kind of play into that, but I still feel like the biggest blunder in the Republican Party in the last 50 years is not sort of embracing immigration, right? They're anti-immigrants, but if you just think of that demographic, especially from like Central and South America, many of them are Catholic. They're going to be religious. They're going to be skeptical of sort of, I don't know if we even beat them. So they're going to be skeptical of like woke ideas because, you know, they're going to like traditional family values a lot of the times. I've talked about this before on stream. And, you know, they're going to be blue-collar workers. They're going to like the same kind of rhetoric and stuff that, you know, like blue-collar white or Appalachian workers would be all about. You know, many of them are kind of a little bit lower on education. So, you know, pretty easy to persuade them of things. So I think they have so much in common, which is like Appalachia, right? Which I've grown up close to Appalachia my whole life. I think there's a ton in common. They just speak a different language. And there are some details, you know, as far as the culture that are different. But I think the vibe is very, very similar for a lot of immigrants and a lot of Appalachian cultures. A lot of them grew up in these rural mountain areas, right? Or just like rural areas in Mexico or other, you know, Central South American countries. So, like, the only reason they wouldn't really like the Republican platform is because Republicans don't like them. Is because, that's what I think anyways, is because that for some reason they've just chosen that as kind of their main, one of their main platforms is anti-immigrant because it's taking blue-collar jobs. But I think they really could have allied themselves with the Latino community a lot more than they have. And I think now they're paying the price for that. For not making that alliance. So, I think it's a little too late. I don't think Trump can shift that now or it's just going to look inconsistent. But yeah, I mean, he's got to have a good plan for, like, economy, blue-collar workers. I think that's kind of his winning line. She's dead. I'm just running away.
An enemy has been slain.
I do nature's bidding.
Oh my god, are you serious? Syndra couldn't get Prio? She did have Prio. Just, okay, please kill her for that. Punish. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. But... even a champ, that's true. I mean, you could play into the, you know, wokeness, whatever. I think playing into some identity politics maybe could be okay, because that is frustrating for especially some Rust Belt, you know, blue-collar kind of people, especially white men, right, that feel like they're not getting a fair chance with some things.
Irritate me like an itch beneath my bark.
I mean, what do you want? Like, we can't die. Is she just trying to buy? So, like, you could lean on that a little bit. And just, but I would talk a lot more about, like, fairness. And, you know, use words like fairness and making sure that we are promoting people based on merit, that we move back to a meritocracy, and if you work hard, you earn it. It's not about your race. You know, I think like that kind of rhetoric, it's not about your race, it's not about your gender, it's about your work that you put in and your effort, rather than just like being obsessed with like trans people or something like that, which is pretty... Everyone just always fixates on that, and it's like... Okay, I get it. Like, people think maybe it's unusual, maybe it's not, like... People don't understand it, or something, right? But it's like, it's a red herring. I think it's just a distraction. It's not, like, that big of a deal. But... I think, again, especially with those kind of lower to middle class white men that feel like they're not getting a fair shake, you know, they feel like they're not getting, like that these DEI things are hurting their chances for promotion or hurting their chances for, I feel like that's a line that could be winning, potentially. But I don't think Trump's gonna go there. I think he's just gonna fixate on the most sensational, like, stuff. Like, if he does talk about culture war stuff, it's gonna be like trans people or gay people or, you know, something like that. There's no way that works, right?
Living or dead, they are all the same.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, you had to carry a dead weight in arena, like the game mode arena? Don't let him flag you. Yeah, I don't know how all that works.
Yet I resist.
Oh man, almost. Did get a heal. Okay, I mean, Lissandra's dropping a lot.
Splinters.
Okay, is she wanting to push? Kind of do need boots. Yeah, they got a decent amount of CC. We'll go ahead and get it, and then...
If I am already lost, I will take them with me.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I guess that's kind of what needs to happen there. I think Kamala just cracking down on corruption, just playing into the prosecutor, you know, role or whatever is probably her winning strategy. And Trump just staying on message as much as you can and trying to emphasize economy. People still see him as a good businessman, I guess, too, despite all the fraud and, you know, everything. So playing up the businessman card, you know, that kind of thing might work. I know, Jinx, but you gotta be safer, bro. Yes, Kane should be here more often, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is, right? Like, you know Jarvan's camping, Kane's doing other stuff. I mean, he's got kills. He's got the same KP as Jarvan. It's just not on this side of the map. So we just have to, like, not die. I mean, I get a lot of vision as Maokai. But she's just overextending. What's he have? He's got really nothing. Jinx does a lot of damage. Yeah, we probably do lose 3v3. You're right. Jinx needs a little bit more juice. Get bubbled, man. Just let it push in, like. God bless. I was waiting on the berry to run out to Q. I mean, I guess that's true. I should have anticipated the R.
An enemy has been slain.
She could have just waited until I Q'd first, but I could have also waited. She was in her R animation. I mean, I was just trying to do as much damage as I could to him. So, we could have waited, we could have coordinated, we both kind of messed up, but since she was in her R animation, I guess I'm just supposed to wait on the Q. And then Q after, or... Because I was trying to get him low enough where she can R, and she gets the kill. We just gotta quit dying down here. She's down like 30 CS too. It's rough. And we've been camping top, and somehow Darius is behind too. Syndra's doing pretty well though. I really want to go on that, but I just don't think we can ever fight. I gotta mute. This guy's just gonna keep chatting.
I will show them what was lost in the ruination.
Hopefully he'll come down. Guess we'll see. If we get counter ganked though, it's gonna be really bad. Dragon is coming up too. Yeah, there's... Okay, nice. That was exactly what we needed. Can we get drag? I guess we just push. I wasn't sure if Syndra was going to kill him or not, so I did KS the Syndra on that. But she did get the shutdown on the Jhin. I wasn't sure about... I think Nami had already flashed, but... I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to Q that.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Is she just gonna get it? Okay. Where'd they go? Did they rotate? Alright. My bad. I guess I should have stayed. I mean, me getting gold is also not horrible. Like, Warmogs is a massive upgrade. What's up, Carlos? Good to see you, man. Okay.
Life here existed in a time before death. Patient as a tree. I do
An
nature's
ally has been slain.
I don't think they would have that warded, but damn.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And she's just not taking like any damage. Jinx, okay, she does have boots. She just, her animation just looks like she's moving very slowly.
walls irritate me like an itch beneath my thumb.
Why would you ult that? Oh, okay, never mind. She is really low. Fair.
An enemy has been slain.
Misuse of magic.
Nobody will get it. Oh. Sneaky ward.
An enemy has been slain.
There is beauty
Your team has destroyed a turret.
humans fear.
Jinx can't, I guess she can't really collapse. Alright. Oh, I kind of wasted my flash there. I guess I should have committed to the flash earlier.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
My heart would to aid the waters within my wood.
Dead again. Come on, man.
Ally has been slain.
Just don't die. Just play around Syndra.
Godlike. Shut down.
Can I even take this? Maokai does get some bonus damage against monsters, I think. But yeah, it's like at an okay rate.
Double kill.
Just, I mean, I guess I could be rotating towards Syndra, but maybe I'm overvaluing this thing.
It taunts my every move, yet I
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
That does help, like, keep Dragon Area a little bit more secure, though.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
do to monsters. 4% max health. And I believe that does bonus to monsters too. I'm not sure. Is she gonna be off sides? I'm just gonna back it up.
The forest needs me.
Damn it, there's one there. I didn't even notice that.
One with nature. If I am already lost, I will take them with me.
I always put it right there just to try to get it to where if they pink.
Has been slain.
Shit.
For the skull. Now for nearest one.
No. They're gonna be coming, bro. And Cinder's getting top. All we needed to do is just run. Like,
Your team has destroyed a turret.
holy a lot of damage.
Shadow has fallen, as men have fallen.
What's Jarvan? Nuclear Jarvan. We're winning, guys. Surrender, because I died again. I assume that was a jinx. I mean, I guess it could have been the center there.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Alright, what does do foul here?
I will punish their wickedness.
Kane's getting pretty big too. Dude, the vision on these seeds is just so crazy. I'd played him, obviously played support Maokai before, but I just completely forgot just like how good that vision is. Even if the seeds don't really do any damage with his build, just having like effectively 2 or 3 extra wards at all times is just like crazy as a support. Okay, wow, we just went off that, I guess.
Killing spree.
Maokai's base damages are pretty high, too. With Q-Max, like... That's like 300 plus damage on a 5-second cooldown. That's also potential knockback. Pretty good slow. I mean, that's legit. I started trying him again because Butter recommended. I was like, what the hell can I play as an engaged support into Poppy? Because people just kept picking Poppy. And he was just like, Maokai. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, because Maokai's engage. His W is you go untargetable. Then I was like, this is working out pretty well against most things. I mean, it is a weak lane, right, to some extent. But if you get gank, it has great gank support. You know, you just flash W on somebody. You know, they really can't get away from that. The all-seeing. I wonder, I mean, I wonder if that helps your vision score, the seeds, or not. I don't know how much it takes that into account. I don't know how it calculates vision score. It might just be how much, like, a percentage of the map that you can see at any given time from your own sources or something like that. I think other things affect it. It's not just wards. But I'm not sure. I don't know their formula. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is getting the win or not, but it's interesting. Okay, I can do one more game. We're running hot on Maokai. I wonder... I kind of want to play on the other account, but I also don't want to risk having to take a second daily dodge, so I guess we'll just play on this one. The other one is like maybe in striking distance of diamonds within 2 weeks. I think the it's like platinum 3 or emerald 3, like 60 LP or something like that. So I need to go like plus 12 to get to diamond 4. So if I can go like out of 20 games, no, I don't know. It's gonna take a lot, or I'm gonna have to be on a good streak to do it. I'm gonna say with 20 games I could go 12-8. I guess I'd have to go 60 games at 60% to be plus 12, something like that. It's quick napkin math.
Fine. I don't need more enemies.
Because 20 games going... So I'd have to go 36 and 24. Yeah, and that would be plus 12. That'd be a good run. Over 60 games, that's a lot. But, I mean, it can happen. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it'd be cool to get back to Diamond again. But I have been running pretty hot on the Smurf account. Not like turbo hot, but, you know, 63% in the last 20 games. So I could do it. The Maokai's been pretty good. I feel like I've played more than 2 games of Maokai, but maybe somewhere on this account. My main account. This main account's been looking kind of poopy lately. It would be nice to get this one to back to Emerald. I don't know why. Why are these accounts so different? The other one's actually higher elo, too. I don't know. It's like 37% win rate on this account. My other one's like, what, 55, 56? I don't know what's going on with this account this season. Oh, it's Vayne top. Guess let's do Maokai again. Now, Sivir can block your thing, but I mean, it's that way with any engaged support. I guess Rakan is a little bit better because she can block your charm, but not your knock up if you charm and knock up her. Rakan would have been good against Diana too, and Fizz. I probably should have done Rakan. But the saplings are kind of nice though. If Caitlyn's in range, that should be an automatic Q hit because they're slowed. And if you root them, then you can knock them into traps and things too. I just have to be careful, like, not to knock people out of traps. I guess we'll keep Ignite. Well, should let me do Exhaust. I don't know if it's going to switch it in time. Okay, I got it off. It's really Exhaust against Diana or Fizz is pretty big. Fizz is probably going to be untargetable right when his Shark's going to come up. If he times it right, so his whole little combo, he's going to land down before you can exhaust him, probably. But Diana, when she goes in, exhaust can get a lot of value. Who picks Garen into Vayne? I don't know. People at this ELO aren't really... Many people, not everybody. But I think many people are just playing what they like to play. Like, they're not really thinking that strategically. I mean, I play Rakan in almost anything, but Rakan doesn't have, like, that many bad matchups. Like, Poppy is probably his worst meta matchup, but, like, it's playable. Even fun-wise. I mean, I'm not agreeing with it. I agree. I think it's horrible, but... I mean, you just got to be thinking about your average player, man. He's probably sitting there just, like, ripping his bong, like, watching Netflix on a second monitor, and it's like, fuck it, I'll play a Garen game, bro, sure, you know, and just, whatever. Like, that's probably what's going on. Got him. I mean, does Udyr really need that much help? It's clear. It's very unfun, I can tell you that. Okay. Fair enough. Hopefully this doesn't take it. It shouldn't. There we go. Do the seeds do bonus to monsters too? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Q does. That's another thing, is like Maokai does okay damage to monsters, so you can actually kill Scuttle like I did last game. Minor point, but... And he does help a little bit more with damage on things like Baron and Dragon. So, I don't know. I'm becoming a Maokai believer for sure. Even after he's been nerfed. I think he's getting nerfed this patch, too. I don't know about missing CS off of trying to hit that. It's not worth poking the seeds. They do so little damage. I'd rather just have vision with them. Okay, there she is. It could actually give Sivir more health, too, if I use the seeds on her, because she's just going to shield it. There's nothing else important she needs to shield this early, so... You don't have to hit the cannons, technically, but I think that getting the cannons, if you can, if it's not too dangerous, is nice. Just because then your ADC can't miss them. And they don't have to use mana on it. Maokai does have a little heal, too. If you can touch the wave. People are loving Nami lately, man. I mean, Nami is okay. Guess.
First blood.
Okay.
Splinters.
We're just gonna put it in their tower? I mean, we could try to zone, but Caitlyn's not really, like... We're just not really gonna be able to do that much to him. I think we should just be pushing him in.
Just bidding.
Like, we're not building a slow push to dive. Just put him in the tower and just get a plate or two. Get a better back, right? It costs her a lot more mana to push the wave. Get a better back, and then just go from there. I would just, if I was Caitlyn, I would just Q the wave once after I Q it, after Maokai Qs it. And then she's just going to miss more under tower, and you're going to get some damage on it. Like, she's already kind of running out of mana. You're going to force her to take a bad back. There you go. Okay, yeah, here comes Diana. Maybe. Oh, they're freezing it. It's annoying, but okay, sure. So now we get a favorable back, I guess. Let's get boots and you beat, I guess. Maybe it's greedy not to get a control ward, but we do have the seeds, so. Did she get a pickaxe at least? Okay, Dirk. So we should have just let New Deer know in case he... I mean, they're not going to be tracking that stuff probably at this elo as well. Like, what are the buys? Okay, if we push this in, that'll also let me go get wards on their camps. Is she here? Why are they going so crazy? No, no, no. Back it up. Back it up. Let me get... Okay, there's Diana. Alright. Are they buying? They should have bought off of that back. They had an extra, like, 5 seconds or so there. I don't know why Caitlyn's not pushing this. Like, she's trying to zone, but, bro, just get prio. Back up. Back up. Just let me get wards, man. Alright, let's go. Why do you ward that? Like, we have wards everywhere. That's kind of a wasted ward right there, but it's fine. Okay, Maokai really does help quite a bit as a support. I mean, not like Zyra level, you know, help, but oops, shit. My bad, I shouldn't have. I was trying to Q it so she would Q it, but now she Qs it, you know, kind of out of nowhere. I think I did, at least one of them was a charge, though. Maybe, was it all 3 charges when I took it? I'm not sure. That would actually be pretty convenient, though. Okay, now she's going into Caitlyn mode. Just good for us. Still missing wide open CS, though. Shouldn't back right where they can see you, though. Almost never a winning strategy. Okay. I guess. A little bit awkward. I'm gonna sell one of these and get a control ward. Garen somehow killed Vayne. Why would you flash that? There's no universe. She's gonna spell shield it, right? Yeah, like, unless like you know her spell shield is down. Like, come on, man. That's like Sivir's whole thing. One of her like things. It's the spell shield. I swear, if she kills her 1v1, I'm gonna be very sad. Nami just soloed her. It's awesome. Vayne's probably dead again.
An enemy has been slain.
Maybe? Well,
Enemy killing spree.
yeah. At least it was a trade, I guess. Yeah, especially with Nami, I don't know, like, Caitlyn just doesn't understand, like, you're not that strong until we get a gank. Okay.
Mind the trap.
I don't know what splitting means. Caitlin's just saying, like, she's never gonna group or something? Because she died 1v1 to Nami?
The idol is over.
I think they backed. I mean, I kind of need this XP. Yeah, let's push this first. I need to hit 7. Yeah, alright, I shouldn't have gone on it. I thought it was just the Nami. I mean, we had vision, but Diana just happened to be just a millisecond outside of vision. But there's a high likelihood that she's going to be, you know, trying to go get her buff. So she's probably going to be in the area, like, I just should have had more, like, contextual awareness. Even though I didn't see it, I should have known, like, it's a possibility. How fed is Diana? Really fed. Alright. Caitlyn's kind of... I mean, we're in it, but... Caitlyn just feels like she's just not that great if you don't, like, hard dominate early. But basically went even. And they've got the Enchanter. I don't know, like, Maokai is pretty good in mid to late game at least. Lots of CC.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, well.
A shadow has fallen, as men have fallen.
Never mind.
The young sprouts beneath my feet.
I'm gonna just grab this.
Ally has been slain.
Once my limbs reached for the sky.
No. Garen's coming. Garen's coming. Can we do it? Nah, I don't know, man.
Once they were human, now they are only in my
They might turn this on us. Jesus, dude. Taking that so fast. Come on, guys.
Enemy killing spree.
Like, literally zero awareness. I'm sitting here pinging it.
Double kill. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Damn. It's rough. Lethality Caitlyn, man. Crap. Okay, well, I got it anyways. Just about mess that up.
protect what is pure.
She can't lane against Fizz? What do you mean?
There is beauty here, even now, in the human sphere.
You gonna see if we can get a play around. I mean, yeah, she's just gonna die on cooldown. Deer gonna like. You need to push these lanes out, man. What are we doing? We're all just like running around.
Yet I resist. Blood makes the monster. I cannot stop the forest beast.
Vayne coming? They still have tower. I guess we could dive them. If we get this kill. No, they just insta-clear it. Just get dragon, man. It's fine. Wow, dude. Vayne, back up, please. Good job, but my god. Okay.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy godlike.
Garen should be dead, right? She just runs him down? Maybe not. He died? Vex. Veer still hasn't used this. Use it somewhere, man. Surely, does it time anymore, or can you just hold it indefinitely?
One with nature.
He should have used that, and we should have crashed it on bottom and then fought them all, I think. Maybe not. My ult was down. I don't know. I think our play was okay, too, sort of. You gotta remember, we're down a lot, too, in terms of gold right now. Yeah, everybody's missing. Don't face check it. God, it's like, hey, I don't see anyone on the map. I'm this squishy little mage. Maybe I should go walk into this bush. I can always spam ping the support for no vision. Okay, Udyr probably gets out of that. Yeah. That's fine. Got some damage on mid, it's all good.
I will take them with me.
God.
Bring it down a notch.
Patient and reckless mortals.
A second AP item on Udyr?
An ally has been
I get
slain.
Leandri's, but it feels like after that you kind of gotta, like, start doing something else.
Is legendary.
Mortals irritate me like an itch beneath my
I don't know what, like, matching the wave?
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
I forgot about Abyssal Mask, too. That'd probably be a pretty good pickup in a lot of these games. For the second item. I should just walk in. I mean, I think Udyr can be good, but he needs to be able to duel people. Like,
restoring life.
he just loses to everybody right now. I mean, he is mega far behind, but
Stillness is not
I guess his, well, he's down 2 levels. His CS is similar to Diana. I mean, really, Vayne's our ticket here. Split Vayne. I just don't know if that's going to be a winning ticket.
Your team has
How?
destroyed a turret.
Okay, it said Vayne got it. But she didn't. It was just Melee's mid, I think. Are they on Baron? I don't think so. Can we do this? No. They have that crab. Please, Caitlyn. Wait, how did Vayne die?
An ally has been slain.
Like, literally, what killed
You have
Vayne?
been slain. Aced.
What happened? Like, nobody was blocking for the Maokai ult. I think it literally hit 4 people.
Defeat.
I flashed and, like, W'd on the, Sivir. Thought about, maybe I should have W'd Diana. I thought about it. I kind of want to see that last fight. Was it just Vayne, like, tumbled into melee range and Diana just hit everybody with all of her spells? I guess we'll get it back, I don't know. Okay, let me just see what happened there. And then that's got to be it, unfortunately. But I do just want to see this last fight. It's because, I mean, they're up, but they should be Baron debuffed. And, like, I think we had a good look at it. Okay, so Vex has TP. We see him doing it. Vayne is close. Clearing out vision. Caitlyn's just dead to Fizz here, but Fizz is out of the fight, or he should be. Okay. Vayne just for some reason started running the opposite way. Okay, but she's here. She's still running in circles. Yeah, Vayne's hitting, but who is she hitting? It seemed like she wasn't doing any damage. And she's just like standing still, allowing Diana just to walk up. Like, she should have been strafing this way, right? Should have pinned somebody into the wall, or used her knockback on Diana. I probably should have W'd Diana to lock her up. I tried to get the Sivir. Was she just like hitting Garen the whole time? Is that what it was? Oh, okay. I hit the Nami, which isn't horrible. I knocked a bunch of people back. She's like standing in the Garen. Sorry, let me see this just one more time. So I got Nami instead of Sivir with a W. I probably should have just locked up Diana. I guess I could have locked up Garen too, and just trust Vayne to kill the squishies. So Vayne is late to this. She should be about where I am. Okay, that should have been a pin. Did it get spell shielded? Okay, she got knocked up by that. That shouldn't have happened. And then she's just standing still. She should have been strafing and staying away from Diana. So she should not have gotten hit by the Nami R. She's like super slow. If she doesn't get hit by the R... Hey, Vex misses everything. Shoots this the wrong direction. Like, what? I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered, but... My god. Okay, so I should have locked up either Garen or probably Diana. Just get on Diana, push her to the back of the pit, and just make her, like, hit me a bunch. Probably would have been better. Maybe Vex should have TP'd to this. Maybe? She might get deleted instantly, though. I think TPing further back and then opening with your ult or something is probably what I would do. I'm not a Vex expert, but I probably would have just ulted that big pile of people that got CC'd. And then just take it when they get low, and then just empty everything, and then just reset your ult. Maybe. I don't know. I think we had the tools as is to do it. We just had to play it better. I probably should have tied up Diana instead of going for Sivir. And then Vayne should not have gotten hit by the wave, and she should have been strafing away from Garen and Diana. And she should have pinned somebody into the wall. She may have shot her E and I just didn't see it, and Sivir spell shielded it or something. But either Nami or Sivir should have been pinned into that wall, and Vayne should have just been blasting the Sivir down. Just kind of, again, strafing around the side of it, auto-attacking her. Anyways, okay. Is what it is. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's one of those rough days, so I'll try to stream. I'll get on, if I do, a little bit earlier, around like 9 o'clock or so. But there, there's a chance that I may not be able to stream, but I'll try to get on around 9. But anyways, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.